All right, you guys, let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to do the regular smuggler here. I just came across this Vibe article, and it says here that Swizz Beatz is accused of receiving 7.3 million in stolen funds. I know what you guys are thinking on the break of all of the stuff that's going on with Diddy, so on and so forth. Does this have anything to do with that? Hey, maybe, maybe not. But this seems like it's an ongoing investigation and has been for quite some time. But of course, according to this Vibe magazine article, it says here, Swizz Beatz is accused of being involved in a multi-billion-dollar fraud lawsuit. Of course, this is alleged. Filed in New York on Wednesday, October the 2nd. The suit says Swizz, whose birth name is Kasim Dean, allegedly received more than $7 million linked to the IMBD scandal. All right, the one Malaysia development Burnhead corruption scandal consisted of J-Ho Low. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing these people's names. As I said before, I can butcher a name. His associate Eric Ten and others allegedly stealing billions of dollars from the fraud and misappropriating the money. Court documents obtained by All Hip Hop explain how Swizz was allegedly involved. Now, here's something that I wanted to say very quickly. For this to be misappropriation of funds, a fraud scandal, so on and so forth, I still go back to, what I talked about in one of my Diddy videos, and that is the one talking about American Greed. Now, I don't know if you ever watched the show American Greed. I know it's a very popular show, but I don't know how many of you guys actually watch it. But I always wonder how these celebrities can get caught up in these scandals like this, is in people in general. And all I would just say at this moment in time, when it comes to these celebrities and people who are really seeking what we would call the American dream, you know how they can just always get caught up with people who look the part, speak the part, hang around the right people, so on and so forth. How people who, you would say should be smarter with their money, and you would think that they would know how to vet people, so on and so forth. And you just wonder how they can get caught up in these kinds of scandals, these financial scandals. And the only thing that's coming into my mind right now is how people, they get hoodwinked because they want to pursue this American dream and have this American dream. And all it takes is for people to look the part, speak the part, hang around the right people, and all of a sudden you find yourself in situations like this. That's just my opinion on it. But as it says here, as the IMBD fraud was underway, J-Ho Low became a well-known figure in the Hollywood scene and developed a reputation as a businessman with deep pockets, there you go, and a penchant for hosting lavish, star-studded parties and group vacations. That's all some of these celebrities and people, as I said, looking for this American dream, that's all they need. The lawsuit read, throughout the early 2010s, Lowe befriended many U.S. celebrities, including Dean and his wife, Alicia Keys. Interesting. It goes on to say that Lowe and his associates allegedly gave $7.3 million in stolen funds to Swizz Beatz. Now, that's also kind of interesting that Lowe gave this money to allegedly to Swizz Beatz. Like, you gave him $7.3 million in stolen funds. So this is not saying that Swizz gave this money to him. Woo, okay, this gets interesting. So before we go any further with that, let's just find out who Lowe is, right? I don't know too much about this guy, but it says Lowe J-Ho, he's sometimes called J-Ho Low, is a Malaysian businessman and international figure wanted by authorities in the connection with the One Malaysia Development Burnhead scandal. He has been named the mastermind of the massive fraud, which prosecutors allege was a scheme to siphon the United States, of $4.5 billion from the from the 1MBD into Lowe's personal accounts. Like I said, sounds like another American Greed situation. He is the beneficiary of numerous discretionary or discretionary trust assets said by the U.S. government to originate from payments out of the Malaysian 1MBD fund. Low has maintained his innocence and contends that Malaysian authorities are engaging in a campaign of harassment and political persecution due to his prior support of former Prime Minister Najib Razak, whose part in the 1MBD scandal had led to Najib being convicted on 7 counts of abuse of power, money laundering, and criminal breach of trust. Again, as I say, it is what it is, right? Like, this seems like it's an ongoing investigation. Although earlier in his career, Lowe had often claimed to be investing in making purchases on behalf of other investors or friends to maintain a low profile about his family's wealth. In 2015, Lowe said that his family had considerable independent means, while a 2015 New York Times article suggested that his family was of somewhat deflated affluence. A 2014 Wall Street Journal profile had called him a scion. Okay, I have no idea. Let's see here. I'm sorry, you guys. And as I said, it's just I'm trying to see, what is it? Yeah, a descendant of some kind. I'm sorry, you guys, but anyway, I just want to make sure and clarify that before I continue. All right. So having said that, now before we continue with the article that I'm reading in Vibe magazine, it says here the U.S. Department. Let's see here. The Justice Department announced today that it has repatriated an additional 1.6 million in misappropriated one Malaysian development Bernhard funds to the people of Malaysia, bringing the total return by the department to approximately $1.4 billion. This, what in the world? I understand, you guys. This here is just it's a lot. That's a lot to take in, because I'm trying to figure out what is the Swizz Beatz connection, other than they're saying that this man gave 7.3 million in stolen funds to Swizz Beatz. So the question would be, to me, before I even go any further with this article, is why is it that he would give Swizz Beatz this money in the first place? Like, what is he investing in with Swizz Beatz for him to give Swizz Beatz the money and not Swizz Beatz to give him the money? I don't know. It says here, in order to recoup funds obtained from Affinity Equity International Partners Limited and Allison Chance Holdings Limited, which were linked to the 1MBD scandal, liquidator sued the producer. Between September 21st, 2012 and September the 4th, 2014, J-Ho Low and or Eric Tan caused the debtors to transfer 7.3 million to defendants, and during that time period, the debtors did not receive any money back from the defendants or any other consideration from the defendants in exchange for the fraudulent transfers, the lawsuit explained. Consequently, a net amount of 7.3 million was conveyed from the debtors to the defendants. According to the outlet, Allison Chance gave 1.5 million to Swizz Beatz Production in September 2012. Payments of 1 million and another 800,000 were sent in October 2012. So, yeah, Affinity sent 800,000 to Swizz Beatz Monza Studios in November 2013 and 1 million in December 2013. Swizz Beatz received 500,000 in January 2014, 300,000 in July 2014, and 1.4 million in September of 2014. I don't know. it kind of looks as if to me right now, maybe this guy was probably kind of like investing in Swizz Beatz, you know, and maybe some of his companies as to the reason why he would actually, again, I just want to make sure that we all kind of understand what's going on here. It says again that Lowe and his associates allegedly gave 7.3 million in stolen funds to Swizz Beatz. That's the part that I really want us to kind of focus on there, is what they're saying, that Swizz was given this money. I don't know. You guys tell me what you all think about this, you know, and we'll kind of, you know, as I said, go from there with it. Again, you know, thank you guys for tuning in over here. I appreciate you guys, you know, support. Don't forget to hit that like, that share button, that subscribe button, so on and so forth. Again, my motto over here is simple. Put your behind where your heart desires to be. And whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she says, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. I look forward to talking with you guys in the next video. And until then, you know what to do. Take care of yourselves. All right.